Right. Welcome to another episode of the New Zealand First Home Buyers Guide and Insight. Hi, Marianne. How are you? Hi, can you hear me?
my my baby crying.
Oh no. What happened? Is that Didi?
Yes, it's Orion. I think because I just came home from work and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already 7:05.
Oh no, I feel you, especially that you're now having your full-time job compared to last
Yes.
time focusing on. Yeah. Oh,
Yes, where I used to be like with real estate, I kind of handle my own hours. Although the only like even though you kind of hold your own hours, but you work 24/7.
yeah.
Pretty much you get calls on weekends. The only thing what I like about where I work right now in Fridays, which is a full-time job, then by Friday I'm like, yep, I have my Saturday, Sundays off.
Yeah, spent with the family. Awesome. Right. We're thrilled to have you with us tonight. Guys, if you're watching us at this episode, where we will be joined by our special guest, our fellow kababayan, and a homeowner who faced tough decision, just like what I've experienced last year. So we're going to be talking about, are we going to keep our house or are we going to sell it? Especially this time that we are experiencing recession and inflation, so many things that we are going to discuss about, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I'm Juvie, your host, and my co-host is.
Marianne Honrubia again. Hello guys. Nice seeing you. And it's another week at the oh my gosh, it's so fast. It
I
feels
know
so
when you're.
fast.
It feels like here in New Zealand, time flies. Actually, it's probably because
It's
busy lang talaga ang mga tao.
maybe, yeah. It's been really, really quick. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's already Wednesday. And on the weekend, I felt really busy as well. I'm like, oh my gosh, the weekend just passed.
Oh yeah, true. So, another interesting thing about our topic tonight is because our homeowner is now a single mom. She's gonna. It's up to her if she's gonna go deeper to her situation, or probably just give us more ideas about keeping
Mm.
her home. Right? It's gonna be an inspiring story, and who knows, somebody out there will definitely will be able to learn the story of resilience and determination. So we invite you, everyone, to engage. Let us know where you're watching from. And what else? Ask questions, share your experiences as well when it comes
Mhm.
to owning a home, or you're selling, probably.
Yeah.
Just ideas to anyone who is in at different stage of home buying or home
Journey
selling.
or home ownership journey.
That's true. That's true. So, without much ado, we're going to welcome now my sister in Christ. I would say Mads. I would say that. So, I've been thinking of her in inviting her to join us because like what I keep on saying, each story is different, and there will always be a lesson from each one. So, we welcome every story here to be shared to everyone, and there will be someone out there who will learn from it. Let's welcome Sister Lani, Melanie.
Hi guys, magandang gabi.
Oh, how are
Good
Hi
you?
Mary
evening
Ann.
po. Hello
Good,
po.
thank you. Ano ba tong ano ko? Camera
Dark.
yun. Kaya nga too dark. Hindi masyado against the light siguro.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We were able to sort out. I know you were having trouble a while ago because you're wanting to use your phone to join us.
Yes, not really good at tech to be honest.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Weaknesses anyway. So yes, you're a homeowner for how many years? When was the first
Yes.
time? Jump into so many questions straight away, if you don't mind. But I know,
Something about you first,
yeah,
Ate Lani. So tell us
yeah.
something about you. Like, what do you do in here in New Zealand? How long have you been here? When did you move?
Good question.
Oh, I arrived here in New Zealand in 2005 and then
How many years?
I got married here and then I got three
Mm-hmm.
kids.
20 years.
Mm-hmm.
and separated in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. And then yeah, and then now I'm single. Single mom. That's how they call it.
Oh,
So when did you buy your first home? That home you're living in,
was
eh?
it? Yeah. Is that an acquired property, ate, with your ex-husband, or
Hello.
hello? Can you hear us, ate?
The first property that I bought with my
Oh no. We're probably having
I think
trouble
it's
with
the
the internet
internet.
connection. Hmm. Uh, I
to
feel.
make
Oh, there
any
you go.
down payment during that time.
I think the internet
It
is.
looks like rendering here, but I'm not sure if you can hear me. Shall I just
Uh,
continue
You're
to
you're being
like
cut off. Yeah.
say something? Having trouble
yes.
connecting.
Now you're loud and clear. A while ago you've been cut off. So if you can, right. Although we're
I
in
think
New
it's.
Zealand, this happens. Actually, I've
Oh.
upgraded last year for my internet connection because the more gadgets you're using, the more it uses data. Is it everything going well now, sis Lani? Something went wrong with her connection. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
How's with your connection,
Oh
Marianne?
wow.
Like you. You are very loud and clear at the Juvie. There are times that my internet is not that good too.
How much are you paying for the
But
internet, by the way?
huh?
Your internet. Your are you? We are with the one in Z. What are you with?
I think. Oh, this is Spark, ate.
Ah, okay. And I'm
Yes.
paying, I think, 90 something for our home internet.
Yes. Ours is. Oh. So ate can hear us, but we can hear you, Ate Lani. I can hear you
Oh,
typing.
something.
Yes, there you go.
We can hear you typing.
Sometimes it's also affected by the kind of gadgets you're using, especially if it's old. So, it becomes
Yeah.
like if you're using an
Yes.
old gadget.
Okay, so I'm not sure because I tried.
Yeah, you're loud and clear now.
Sorry about that. I'm not sure. Am I the only one like experiencing?
I
I think
think
you're all good.
so.
Am I the
Now we're
only
all
one like
good.
experiencing this? Oh my gosh, that's frustrating. Anyway, I connected with fiber. It's like running good, but only this time like I don't know. It's so odd. And all right. Anyway,
So when was it
regarding
again?
the home ownership.
Yeah.
Yes, going back to the question, Ate Lani, like
Oh, it's so fun.
did you acquire your property before when you were still married, or was it now that you're single?
When I was married, I acquired the very very first property in Mandarewa East. The first home that we've had
Mm-hmm.
was in Mandarewa East, and our so we've sold that one, and our
Mm-hmm.
markup was 200%. Believe me or not, it was 200%, and that was a really good buy that we've had,
How
and that
much did
was
you buy it, and
2000.
when did you buy that, Ate?
Oh, we bought that one like 340,000, and then we
Oh,
sold it like fold. Yeah, so we gave like
Oh.
200% on that one. And then yeah, but it was a good thing because whatever, whatever the net profit we've earned from that property, the first home, we filled into this new one. So
the
we
new
made
one.
a really good deposit for the new one, which is, we've upgraded into from 3 bedroom into 4 bedroom.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it
So
was a good buy. And
you bought your 340 roughly around the early 2000s, or
that was 2009. And
yeah.
then we sold it 2016 already.
Yes,
That's
it's
when,
getting better.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's when the market started to climb up.
So
Three,
And
7
40.
then,
years.
You would have
yes,
sold it around the 800 mark or 700 mark po. No, about
700.
800. Yeah, 700 mark for
Yeah,
three
around that.
beds in Manurewa East.
So yes, because right now it's like you cannot find any more like 670 there.
Mm. And was
Nice.
that
Yeah.
a freehold, ate? Was it a freehold or a cross
Yes, it was a
lease?
freehold and 1,200 square meters, and that's a lot, you know.
That's a
Yes.
big
And
one.
yeah, it
Well,
was
if you
it
could
was
have
a very
sold it
huge
at Lani
section.
around, you could have sold it around the 2020 mark. You would have at least, if it's 1,000 square meter, you would have at least
Mhm.
1.3
Oh,
million.
if I were the sole owner of that one, I could have planned it by, putting up cabins
Ah,
like
Yeah, yeah.
every
Yeah, to
200
get
square
another
meters or
income.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yes,
wow.
just
good.
to, like earn something, but
And of
Mm-mm.
anyway,
course,
so now
in your
it's
second home, I
yes,
know you
yeah.
were planning to sell that as well a few years ago. What happened? Why?
Oh,
You don't need to go into
yeah.
details.
So during separation, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I wanna like briefly say it. During separation, I was like planning to sell it, yeah, because the market was
Mm-hmm.
really good during that time.
Yeah,
Yet
2020,
after
yes.
few months, yes, it was in 2020, but after few months, like I think at the end quarter of 2020, it went down like really really down the market. So like
And
okay,
is it in the same
I
area, Atilani? Is it in Manurewa too or no?
no, the second property it was now in like good environment and like new houses, not really new houses, but it's like new um
Would you like to mention the place, Tutara Heights or Flatbush? Is that part of Flatbush?
yeah, here in Goodwood Heights in up the hill, because
Goodwood Heights.
mostly
Yes, it's in
hillside,
Goodwood.
yeah, mostly hillside communities, they have really good like property value. So yeah,
Mm,
so
I
we've chosen here. Yeah, and during separation, um I was so lucky and blessed that I get to decide whether to sell it or to buy out my co-owner. So I
Yes.
decided to buy him out. Yes, but during that time, I was planning to sell. I didn't have job yet, so
okay.
I need to get job. That
To
can
get
help me.
to buy out.
Yes, yes, that can help me finance. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I was so blessed again that there is this new job came, and yeah, and that's when I start processing with the bank. And then, well, I've
Mm.
been working with the bank since, even if I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
I was not working it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and the bank was telling me, okay, these are the things that you need to work on,
Mm.
and then yeah, so I've worked on that requirements that they've asked me, and then yeah, in all the like because I was under benefit during the time, so the benefit as well, it added value if you have
Mm.
kids as well, and the rental income helped as well, but I think the bank only allowed $400 for the
Mm-hmm.
rental income to be
Mm-hmm.
credit, like so they can credit the rental income, and
Did you
So
then
what?
put one bedroom to
um
rent at it? Or
yeah, just one bedroom for couple during that time, and that was only like $300. I can add like more, but yeah, during that time my kids are with me, so I have three kids and I need like
mm.
room for each of my girls, yes, and then for my son as well, and the fact that
Mm.
I only live I'm only living we're only living in four-bedroom house, so me and my son, we were roommates during that time, but that was okay. Yes, and
So
yeah,
instead of
it's of great help having with.
instead of selling it, you've decided to just keep it and have it rented out, the rooms that you have spare.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
And then I
that's
have to like
that's
when I
actually
buy, Mhm. sorry,
yep. Sorry,
when I
Ate.
buy
Go
him
ahead.
out, yeah, that's okay. When I buy my co-owner out, um, he gets to decide, how much, and then I worked it out with the bank and my mortgage broker.
Mm.
Okay, this is how much he's demanding, and yeah, this is how much I need to buy him out. So
So
there
when
was
you
Mm-hmm.
like
say,
a little bit of negotiation if it's okay for bargain.
just a clarification, buying him out means to say you're going to pay him for his part or
Share.
for his share
Yes.
of the house.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes,
So now the
yeah.
house
So
is
let's
only owned
say,
by you. The house is only owned by you with a
yes.
name,
So
with your name in the title.
yeah, so the title now is under my solely sole name lang.
Ah, okay.
So
Mm.
yeah, so that's
Ganun pala
mm.
ka-complicated when you were separating. And he's
Yeah.
Oh
just
I
yes,
think even
a lot of
even
lawyers involved.
yes, even real estate agent when we used to work with a separation, it's quite complicated.
you really need
Oh.
lawyers. Oh dear.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much I've worked hard. Like
Oh,
it took me 2 years. Yeah. Oh, 3 years. Because since 2020, 21, 22, 23, only 23 I've acquired last December. The sole
my
ownership.
Oh.
goodness.
Yes.
That must be so
Yeah. And
stressful. How were you able to
oh, it
manage it?
was. Oh, it was. It was not easy. Well, I've got a lot of support from people, and that's a
Mm,
great thing.
Mm,
And up to up to the extent of me just eating the leftovers of my kids.
mm,
That's how I've sacrificed, because this property is not for me, it's for my kids.
mm,
yeah,
That's my thinking all the time.
yes.
And
mm.
we moms, we're gonna die soon, and yeah, and we don't know when, and so I'm preparing for their future. And yeah, so this property is for them.
So how much is your
Yeah.
repayment now?
My repayment, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, it's 4,333.39, and that's a lot, like that's a lot.
4,000, is that a month?
Yes, a month.
Okay. I thought it's a week. Like I can't pay
No,
that.
I can't afford if it's weekly. I need to be millionaire.
My God. And what interest rates are you on, Ate?
I think, right, the one that I got, I've frozen it into like 2 years, so 6.9 or
Okay,
Wow.
6.79.
well,
Yes,
Yeah.
a
that's
little bit smaller, yeah. But it's still a lot. 4,000
Oh, it is. It
roughly
is.
4,000. I think similar to
a
our one,
thousand
because
something a week.
yeah, because we're paying
Yeah.
1,000 a week as well. But it really helps when you have, when you rent out some of the rooms. So we've got one
Yes.
room out.
Yes. Of
So
great
it's
help.
kind of right. My, can you give us an idea what else are the other expenses that you have to shoulder now that you're owning it yourself?
Oh
The
wow.
rate. Oh, by the way, the current rates. I've just received our current property rates. It has gone up for the.
Oh, well, I'm so
Let's.
lucky. My one gone down.
Oh, really? How much is it now, if you don't mind?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So this is what had happened, because during 2020 to valuation, because I revaluated my property, right? So during that
Mhm.
period of time, I think all the property prices decreased. So my one was affected with that decreased.
Oh,
So yeah, and that's one, I think that's one of the basis of
Yeah,
their yeah, of
council
the rate.
rates, yes.
Yeah, cancel rates. So from 289 monthly down to 251. Yeah, so I saved a little bit.
Mm,
At least there
250.
is savings in there.
Yeah.
ah, I don't pay monthly. I pay quarterly, but the whole year is 2,160, I think, because quarterly is 1,000 540.
Yeah,
So
I think you can negotiate with the council whether you prefer
yeah,
monthly or yeah, it depends on, if you
I
want the whole
actually
year, you can do it as well.
I actually negotiated. I tried negotiating with the Auckland Council because I wanted to pay the full year with a discount, but they said, no, you're not going to get any discount. And I was like,
Yes,
oh, never
exactly.
mind. I'll pay quarterly then.
Yeah, no, we
It's
can't.
still gonna be fixed, yeah, ate. They don't really.
Mm,
I think
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
that's how they calculated your CV, which is your current value for your house. And then and of course if you've got improvements of your house, they might have seen, the thing is with Auckland Council when they do the RVCV, they usually have just an estimate amount. So if they go around the area and they see that, oh, your house actually looks better than the previous one when you purchase it, then your improvement actually increases.
that's probably why we have
Yeah,
I
exactly. Yeah.
know.
they
And they
probably
will
have
see it at it because your house would have been on the market. So they would have seen the inside of your houses.
yeah.
So, the photos of your house. So they would have seen all the improvement you've done.
I'm not sure if I'm going to
Yeah,
be
I think
happy or not.
yes, I've been there at your place, sis Juvie, and I've seen really really good improvement in there,
Yeah.
and even just in the lounge how you've done it, and
But the sad thing is, we don't get a good offer when we when we tried to sell it last year. That's why we've decided
Yeah.
to keep it, because it's like, nah, if you're just going to offer us crap, I'd better just keep it.
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing is because of the market and especially now with the recession at the, I know that I'm not the expert at the moment because I suspended my license. But at the end of the day, what happens is that at the beginning of 2023 till the 2024, then because everything else is down, interest rates are up, people wouldn't want to pay something really high for a property, especially in our area. So like me, I'm also in Manurewa. And most of them actually what they do is that you're gonna have to see how much are the houses sold around the area. That's how we appraise properties as well. So what
Yeah.
they do is that they wouldn't want to pay at the CV. So most of the houses sold around our area have sold at least 100K below our CV.
Mm.
So
Mm.
that's the
Yes,
reason why it would have
yes,
been
that's what
hard.
you see.
And
Mm.
that's the reason as well, Sis Lani, that you didn't go ahead with the selling, right?
Yeah,
Because
exactly. Oh wait. Okay, during 2020 the market value of the property was 1 point, if I'm not mistaken, 1.2 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Goodwood
in the
Heights, yes.
yes, that was the market value. But now the market value was 890. See? Huge difference.
yes. Oh
Mm.
dear.
Yeah. It's like, oh wow, I was shocked and I said, okay, so it's better, like to
Just
keep it
keep
that
it.
way.
And that's what
Yeah,
I
keep
tell
it.
my clients at the, like I wouldn't, when someone asks, especially if I know the person, and they'll be like, "Hey Marian," that's why I'm always the poor agent, because everyone they say like, "Oh, do you want to appraise my property? I'm thinking of selling." And the thing is like for me when I do the checklist, I don't want to rip people off and I'll be like, "Yeah, sell the house." But you kind
True.
of have to weigh in your situation. If that person can kind of pay it, they know how to, they just wanted the lifestyle back. I don't think that's actually worth giving up. Your
Mm,
property is your biggest asset in your life that you've purchased.
true.
You wouldn't
Mm,
want to just let it go. And
mm,
houses and properties actually appreciate. It's not like a car that you buy a brand new car, it depreciates
Mhm.
once you get out of the
yeah.
casa.
Yes,
And you'd
exactly.
rather want to keep your property.
Mm,
And eventually, like what Atilani says, that's actually for the kids. It's for the future of the kids. You've already helped them
yeah.
boost up.
Yeah. And
100%.
and that's the reason why, I kept investing in property instead of, some stuff like bags or or
Yeah,
cars. Yeah, I don't much invest in something that will depreciate like
yeah. So
Why?
currently, Atilani, how big is the land that you have currently? in Goodwood
Currently,
Heights?
it's around 800 square meters, so like quite similar to the previous one, but this one is
Yes,
like huge, yeah,
in a good
huge
area.
section for I think it's 187 for the house alone,
The
like
dwelling, yep, yep.
yeah, the dwelling, yeah. So yes, it's pretty much like huge, and
Yeah,
yeah,
Mm.
it's enough.
for you've got four bedrooms. You're using two bedrooms
Yes,
only for you, for yourself, and for your kids, and the two
yeah.
bedrooms are rented out. How much is the other
Um,
one?
the other
The
one, they are just casual. Sometimes because it's like Airbnb, something like that. If
ah,
there are some construction workers who will be
yeah.
assigned here, and then yeah, so I rent that one out. If
Okay, so it's
yeah,
negotiable.
like
Mm.
yeah, negotiable.
And I
Yeah.
know recently you bought a sleep out. How did it go?
Ashley, oh, the cabin. Yes,
Yeah.
so that's one of my projects now, and I'm so excited about that one as well. But I haven't set up a bed yet. Yes, and so I bought a 3 by 3 meters of cabin, and
Cabin, yeah.
yeah, I'm planning to rent that one out very soon, but I haven't done yet with the like putting up the curtains because I've been busy with so many things, and
Yeah.
yeah, so that's one of my biggest projects as well.
Is that with the toilet, ate? Toilet and shower? No.
No, not yet.
Oh.
So my plan is to like collect at least 3 cabins, and then put up a
Mm.
toilet in between, something like that. So that's my
Oh.
plan. So I'm like doing it one at a time, because I think
Mm.
you need to pay for the permit for the yeah,
Consent.
Yes.
toilet.
For the toilet.
Yep. If
Yes,
it's just a
yeah.
cabin less than 30 square meters, then there's no need of consent. But if you have toilets, if
Yeah,
there's
you will
common,
need.
you will need one.
I think for the consent, I think Mads it's 10 meters. Yeah, if more than 10 meters, and then you need permit for that one. It's costly. It's
It's
costly.
really
Yeah,
costly.
yeah,
And
it
if
is.
as long as it's, I'm pretty sure it's a below the oh my gosh, I forgot now, but I know below 30 square meter, you don't really need a consent. But if you're adding a toilet, then of course you'll need a consent because you're gonna have to connect it
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the system, the Auckland
Mm.
system, which is the the wastewater, and of course your stormwater and stuff like that. You They will have to dig it up, so that kind of becomes expensive. But
Yeah,
if
it
you're gonna
is.
use it at Ilani for an for an income, I'm pretty sure that will be a good investment.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So
It's
that's my like project,
Mm.
and I'm
mm,
excited for it. And yeah, hopefully soon it will, rented out already, because it would be of great help. It adds
yeah.
Yes,
value. It adds value.
yes,
Yeah.
And
yes,
lessen your expenses when somebody is renting out that cabin, then that would be good. Let us know how much is it, just in case somebody out there who's listening and watching us and wanting to move and rent a cabin in Goodwoods. Is that
I
Goodwoods?
Goodwood
Yeah,
Heights.
in Good Heights. Me, I don't like I don't rent out much, and I don't make it as a profit, as long as it will be of great help for the mortgage. And
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, and I've heard from mostly people, they wanted to rent out. I already have like potential like
renters.
someone who will rent. Yeah, renties. And
Oh,
they wanted like between 180, and if it's couple like 220, something like that.
oh,
So
that's good already.
And
220.
does
yes,
that include the electricity at the and the water?
yes, that includes electricity, but I only need to connect one socket. So it's up to them already to like buy their own, own connection. But I will just like
Mm.
just one socket. Yeah.
Ah, all right.
And
So,
that's I think that's a clever idea as well. Razor
What?
strap.
So are you thinking
Yes.
of not connecting it as a meter at it, or?
N- And no, not just
No need.
extension wire. So I'll be using only extension wire, so that I don't need a permit for the electricity electrical wirings. And
Mm-hmm,
yeah, and that
mm-hmm.
can save a lot of money as well. Doing that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Oh,
as
good.
long as I think like what you can get some top. Have you gotten some tips at it with an electrician because you might need to upgrade your electricity?
Yeah, panel. How do you call that? The panel thing.
Solar panel.
Yeah,
The
electric
electric
panel.
board.
So that's
Yeah.
one option that's been given to me. And then I can save already a lot with my electricity, because
Mm.
yeah. And oh, with my previous provider, I used to pay like $800.
Oh my
You believe
goodness.
me or not?
Very
Yes.
expensive.
Are you
Eh,
using heater the whole day?
no. And during that time, yeah, it was like my previous provider. It was a
What was
ripoff,
it, if
and
you don't mind?
no, I don't want to name them. So they've been complaining. This one, a lot of people like been complaining about them in social media. So
Really?
yeah, so I started
That's
moving
the
out from
clue.
them. Yeah, I don't mind, like
What letter does it
paying
begin with?
them $200. I don't mind paying them $200, you know, for that ending the contract, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
how do you call that? Breaking the contract, something.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Right.
so I paid $200, and now I can save. I can save a lot, and yeah, in
Oh
Since
my
you've mentioned
gosh,
about
eight
your
hundred
power,
dollars a
I know
month.
that's
yes, it's like the first time. The first time I received
And
the
that's
bill of,
with a family of four
oh, wait, oh
with a
yes,
tenant.
yes. Oh my gosh, it's like,
oh, could it be your tenant has been using the heater the whole day?
no, I'm pretty sure it was not because of like
They're
tenant. I'm
also
sure
out,
it was
right?
rip off.
Oh, oh
Oh
goodness.
my
How much
god.
how much is
you
your
know.
bill now since you've mentioned about power bills? How much is it
Bill
now?
now, a maximum of 500 only, or
Wow, that's still a
um
lot.
oftentimes it's
That's
around
still a
300.
lot.
Yes.
Well, not
My
really, because I have kids and they have asthma
Yes.
and eczema, and
uh
the temperature that I need to maintain in our dwelling is between 20 and 23. And
so
yeah,
healthy.
and
Oh.
that's the right like healthy temperature for my kids.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
sorry, Atelani. Just wanted to to ask, how old are your kids at the moment? So you've got three, and how old are
So
they?
I have my eldest is 16, and then the second is 13, and then youngest is
5.
5. I was thinking of 7 because
Oh,
he just started school. Yeah.
oh.
So I'm still
What
like
a
a
gap.
little, yeah.
Yes, yes, especially for the youngest one. I really need to.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking because I was like, oh, maybe Atlas got like the big kids that can help with the mortgage.
Oh, not yet, but my second daughter, she's really like into business as well. And yeah, she's doing some like crochet stuff, selling
Oh,
some crochet stuff. Yeah, I think she got
goodness.
that from me, like business minded too.
So you have like all
Yeah.
those side jobs. Like, tell us about your tips out there. How can you afford a $500 electricity?
Oh my
Yes.
god, oh,
Yes,
that
let's
was so
prove.
stressful. That was so stressful, on my part. So I have to do some like side jobs, and then I was planteta, and I've been a plantita, and yeah, in marketplace. Oh, like, mind you, well, the best secret in, like having lots of blessings is being kind, being kind,
Yes.
not only with actions as well as with words and thoughts.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's all,
That's
that's
why, like, well, the good thing in here is that all three of us are actually sisters in Christ. At the end of the day, we have the belief
that's
that
lovely.
as we
Yes,
obey, as long as we obey, we get blessed. So obey and get
exactly.
blessed. So
Yes, exactly.
And I know that you are being blessed, Ate Lani, because you've been, like you've been a very strong woman, like as a single mom. I can't
Yeah,
imagine myself being a single mom, and having a house mortgage on your own. That would have
yeah.
been very, very challenging.
Oh, it was so tough and very challenging, really. And like, um, I'm not sure. Some people say that no human, human kind and mind can do it.
Mm,
Only
mm, mm.
they will say only you. And by the grace of God,
Yeah.
and only Him. So only Him. It's not me. And yeah,
Yes.
anything I trust in Him. Whatever is happening in
Yes.
my life. I only trust in Him. So with this
And
property,
with the young
you have no
son.
idea. Okay, so I think like I would love to share this one with this property before ownership. What I did Jericho March around the property. You know.
Oh,
Yes.
you
And
march
then
around.
yeah,
How many
and I kept on praying to God, Lord, if this is for me, you know,
Mm.
if it's your will that this will be for me, may your will be done, you know. And
Oh,
and in my lounge, yeah, in my lounge and every room I pray for it. And in my lounge, talagang like I spread my arms and
Oh,
down there. I'm not sure if you're aware of how Muslims
yes,
pray.
to the
That's how
prayer,
I
yes.
Yes, if I have like very, very earnest prayer to God, that's how I do it. Like, a very, very like, well, all my prayers are sincere, but that's the most sincere that I've ever
Yes.
done. And yeah, like
Yes.
pleading God with all your heart and strength, and
Yes.
tears as well. Yeah.
yes. So this is not just a story of resilience and determination, but a strong
Of
story of faith.
course. Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Wow.
Yes.
because at the end of the day, Ate, for you walk by faith, not through sight. So everything we can do, it's always through faith. And as long as we have that faith, I'm pretty sure Papa God will be like, yeah, you deserve it.
Yes.
Oh,
This is one thing I've learned from God. He's very timely. Oh, the Ecclesiastes 3. He is very timely, and like I don't know how he did that for me and my kids. Like all the
Yeah.
things been done in a timely manner. Like the tenant came just right on time. Like
wow.
we
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't ask for much. I just asked God for this property, and that's
You
all
need
what He
help.
did
Yes.
for me. Yes, yeah, just financial needs and the response of the MSD during that time when the court process started, because I
Mm-hmm.
was put in I put the other end in court, so that was like
Mm-hmm.
complex type of case. Yet
Yeah.
um I was so blessed that my lawyer was able to close the deal in favor of me, and that's a great
Yeah.
thing. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great blessing
And
that
that's the
God.
Amazing.
reason why, Ate Lani, like I wouldn't, with all of these blessings that you felt, you wouldn't want to sell it because you felt like Papa
Mm,
God gave you all those ways to actually get out of that situation, and it means that it's yours. Like, why would you want to let go of a God's gift?
mm,
Exactly. I've surrendered this property as well for his workmanship. I said, Lord, yeah, if you will allow me to, if you favor me to own this property,
Yeah.
it will be done. And then I surrender this property as, to serve
Yeah.
you, to serve you. Yeah, so
That's so true.
yes, that's right. And when I was with um Jesus is Lord during that time, after the court process, and I opened my place for Bible
Bible
study
girl.
and yes, and whatever special gathering, and then yeah, so it's pretty much and it's of great help as well of because I'm running a charity work with
Mm.
not just single moms, but as well as dads who needed driving lessons. So I've been running that
Oh,
one.
thank
Yes,
you for bringing that up.
yeah. Sometimes, sometimes, even if I don't receive anything, just fruits, that's fine, you know. And yeah, so I only get referrals. So when I get referrals, and it's, like, I don't know, the joy inside me whenever I help someone, it's
Mm.
fulfilling and rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
there you go. You've mentioned your side hustles, like you're selling plants and
Yeah.
mulberries. You also have these rooms rented out to
Yeah.
your income weekly to help you pay off your mortgage, and you have this charity where you just accept whatever donations they give you. Awesome. So you see, there are many ways to kill a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
that's the thing, like Ates, right? Like that's the thing. Nothing is really impossible as long as you actually really devote to it, you discern it, and you pray for it.
yeah.
You work hard for it, of course, and that's your part as that's our part as a human being. Anything beyond that, we
Mm.
just have to give it all to Papa God, everything.
Yes, that's
And
right.
that's
Yeah,
really, really
exactly.
good for Ate Lani. That now I hope that we have some viewers at the moment that kind of like felt like, oh nah, I don't think I can do it. It's too
Yes.
expensive, and
Mm.
like those becomes very discouraged.
Mm.
No, there's always a way. Um, all right. Well, I suggest, for those who desire to own their property, although how little your income is, as long as you go to the bank and ask the bank, okay, how much I can afford. That's all you
Yeah.
need to
Mm,
ask. How much I can afford.
mm.
Now, if they give you, okay, you can afford only 500,000. Okay, so here in Oakland, you cannot buy any more 500,000, right? Yet, you can buy outside Oakland. So
Yes.
explore
Mm.
that thing, because you can sell that one in 3 years' time, and the value, goes up.
It's
So
already
if
gone
it,
up, yeah.
yes, and then if it's gone up, and then you can sell it, of
Move
course you
back
already
down.
have the profit, right? And it's gonna be your savings already, and not
Mm.
Mm.
already like renting out wasted, something like that. So
That's
even if
so
you have
true.
Exactly.
work here, yeah, even if you have work here, then you can rent out, a sleep out where you can
Mm.
save,
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Yes.
rent out that
The
property that
per
you bought
yes.
outside, something like that.
Yes.
Like, it's just mindset.
It yeah, it's everything has a way as long as you actually
Yes,
really want to do it. If
yeah.
there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, what a wonderful discussion with you guys, sharing the side hustles and the ways to achieve your goal. When you set it up, you really have to be determined and everything. I really hope our viewers have learned a lot from this. Thank you so much, Sis Lani, for sharing your experiences and your ideas, your insights.
You're
Wonderful.
welcome, sis. I love
Yeah.
being here. So yeah, anytime soon, I'm just here. Just leave me an
Yeah.
email or
Awesome.
a message via messenger, and yeah, and thank you so much for your viewers as well, for being there with us, and yeah, and I'm here as well. In case you need me, just message me on my Facebook. Ask this Juby my
Yeah.
details.
Yep.
Yes.
Sis Lani, I look forward to seeing you.
Thank
Catch up.
you. Nice meeting
Thank
you,
you.
Ate.
Nice meeting you too,
You.
Mary Ann, and lovely talking with you today. And
Thank
yeah, let's keep
you.
exploring
Me
and
too.
helping people.
Thank you, Ate.
Right, there you go. My anyway, I know some of my viewers have already contacted Sister Melanie for the driving lessons, and that's these sisters driving lesson, if I'm not mistaken. But if you're going to comment on this live podcast to connect with Sister Lani, just do so, and she will get back to you. Right, if you need help.
Yes.
Nice. Wow,
Oh,
very
see,
interesting
I've learned
topics.
a lot from that. Like you see how maybe a takeaway from this episode, Ate, right? Like there, if Ate Lani, if Sister Lani can actually do it as a single parent, what about those couples that actually you've got two incomes, and just
Yeah.
kind of like have to sacrifice some stuff,
Definitely. Yeah.
right?
I thought you're going to mention you've learned a lot and you're going to be more prepared of no, no, no.
Actually, I feel like yeah, like me and Steven are kind of kind of maybe ready soon. But we really like where we are right now, and we're hoping, praying that if it's really for us, then Auntie would allow us to buy it from her.
Yeah, pretty much depends. It's a case to case because at the moment, you are staying in the property of the family. So,
Mm.
uh,
So it helps as well for saving money, because at the moment we're pretty much the one who stays here. Auntie's not here, it's just a family of four of
mm,
us, me, Stephen, and Celestine and Orion. So it still works. At least we can still save some money. So once
and
we're ready, then maybe yes.
yeah, okay, then it's gonna be like a lifestyle home, pretty much.
Oh my gosh, I just actually got to know one of my colleagues right now at work, and she's really, really young, and I really adore her. She's so smart. At 20, she's got a lifestyle. And
Wow.
yeah,
Hmm.
and her partner is 21 years old, and they're both like, see, that's the reason why I always kind of like, I really adore some people. Like, I hands up to these people that are, she started working at 17. She's a very focused little girl, and she's working like side jobs while studying side jobs, until like she's like, my goal is by 20 years old I have my own house. And she's got a 5-hectare house.
Amazing. I would like to meet that person and maybe
She's
I'm gonna
very,
share the
very
story
smart.
to my daughter because she started working at the age of 15 and I was like, save your money for your first home. And she was like, no, she's spending it to
Yeah.
it's,
She's a very, very smart young lady, and I really, really adore her. She just started with Frightways. Well, she works with Frightways, which is my company right now that I work with. But she's from a different brand, and then now she's in part of our brand. And I just really, I feel like, oh my gosh, if this is my daughter, I'll be so proud.
yeah, maybe we can invite her to share her story with us.
Yes, we can.
Fine.
She's a very nice, sweet girl. But
I
I'll
would like to
ask
know
her. I'll
her.
ask. Maybe I'll ask her tomorrow. I'm like, hey, do you want to be my guest? Do you want to be
Yeah.
our guest in our show, so that just to share how you started and everything? Because she's such a driven girl. She's that kind of a girl that once she gets a goal, she'll just get fixated by it, and her
Mm,
focus is just on that. And
mm,
I remember I felt really good listening to her story. She was like, when she graduated from school at this, she actually already have the mindset of, by 20 years old I'll be working in a company with a company car. And everyone makes fun of her, like her friends will be like, nah, like, come on, like, 20 years old now, no one
yeah.
will give you a company car. And she got it at 17. She got a
Amazing.
company car, yeah. And
I
now,
really hope she
so
won't
she
be
left,
shy to
yeah.
join us.
Yeah, and then she left, and then I think so now she's part of our sales team as well. So she's also got a company car.
Good on
So
her.
because us team have a company car, so at the end of the day, I'm like, that's also another big help for me as well. I don't need to pay and think about petrol and stuff like that, which is very, very helpful for us saving the money.
Yeah. And thank you
But I
so much
might ask
to
her, Ate.
yeah, yeah. Thank you to our audience who've engaged with us.
Right.
Roden, I know he's up to buying his own home
I
soon.
think
So
Roden is ready to buy two houses, because he put it two houses in
he posted two houses there. I reckon
there.
everything starts from learning something. If you aim something, you got to start learning how to get it. You don't just
Yeah.
wait and pray for it to happen. It doesn't really work that way.
Yes. It doesn't work that way.
Okay,
Miracles don't happen with just waiting for the miracle to
yes,
happen without you doing
awesome.
anything.
Right. Thanks so much,
Thank
Marianne, for
you.
another night of wonderful discussion. Thank you, everyone, for
Thanks,
watching.
Ate. Thanks, everyone. Have a
Good night.
good week ahead, the rest of your week. See you. Bye,
Bye.
Ate.